Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Monday, November 20th, 2023. Stand up for your country. Hey, I'm glad it's Thanksgiving week. I bet you are too. Nice break. We'll be here tomorrow to, bring you up to date on what's going on, set up the week after Thanksgiving for you. But I'm giving everybody Wednesday off so they have a nice 5-day break. We need a break. People need a break from me because I'm pretty exacting as a boss. I'm not mean, but I'm pretty precise, because we do a lot. We do radio, we do television, we write daily message of the day, we write columns. I have to do interviews for our radio affiliates, all 300 of them. So we're busy. And I'm kind of a guy that just goes boom, 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 boom. So people need a break from me. I understand that. We give them a break over Thanksgiving and Christmas, and everybody recharges, including me. Now, I wrote a message of the day, and I hope you go every day to BillO'Reilly.com. You don't have to be a member of anything. You just go. There's the message. And the message said, hey, there's a big story about Senator Manchin. But it's not being covered by much media because the story, if it comes to fruition, would hurt President Biden. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So Manchin, the Democratic senator from Virginia, as I wrote in a column on Sunday and a message today, knows he would be defeated if he ran again in 2024 for his Senate seat. That's because West Virginia is now a committed red state, and Manchin voted for a lot of Biden policies, and he also voted to impeach Trump twice. So he would lose. He knows that. He's a moderate Democrat. That is true. He likes to get consensus around issues, and that is a good thing. Okay? But he did enable Joe Biden. And so Republicans in West Virginia, they're not going to cross over and vote for Joe Manchin. So whoever runs on the Republican side in the West Virginia, the mountaineer state, will win. Okay? So Manchin now doesn't want to hang it up. He's 76, last chance. And he says, maybe I'll run on a third-party ticket against both Trump and Biden. He had an interesting conversation with WABC boss John Catsimatidis on Sunday about this. Go.
And Joe Biden has been pulled so far to the left, the extreme left, as far as liberal, makes no sense at all. It's not the person we thought was going to bring the country together. So we're in a heck of a mess here, and we've got to bring people together, and they've got to demand more. Yes. More responsibility for uniting our country. We're the United States, not the divided.
Okay, so that sounds to me like somebody who wants to run on a third-party ticket. It's hard to do that, by the way. Got to get massive petitions in every state, all 50, raise, I'd say 100 million minimum. You got to get the staffs in all the states. You got to get the petitions out there. People got to sign them, get on the ballot, all of that. So it's not, I just want to be third party. It's hard. So if he does succeed in getting on the ballots and he runs, he's going to hurt Biden. Now, the never-Trumpers in the Republican Party, they might vote for Manchin, but that's a very small part of the GOP. 77% of Democrats say they'd like somebody to challenge Biden. And Manchin is a Democrat, really. Can't run on a party ticket because the left would block that. So this is a big story because it could help Donald Trump. Was it covered today on any of the network news programs? Good Morning America, Today's Show, CBS Morning News? Hello out there. No, didn't mention it. No, not big enough. I know they were cooking up stuffing for Thanksgiving on those shows. I mean, total abdication of responsibility. Can you imagine if a credible candidate, somebody who had really a lot of exposure, challenged Trump? The problem with his challengers now is they're not that well known. Even DeSantis in Florida, you know him in Florida, you don't know him in Montana. But if somebody emerged, networks will be all over this. But not they are covering for Joe Biden. They don't want to report this story. I'm way ahead on this story, by the way. It's a 50-50 slot whether Manchin runs. I know that sounds a little weaselly, and I'm not usually like that, but there's upside for him and downside for him. And he's teasing. All right. But I can't say that I believe he'll do it because I don't have that data yet. Okay. The final thing is that when you have massive corporations controlling the information flow, you've got danger. You know, we are an independent news agency, which is why you support BillO'Reilly.com and the No Spin News. We aren't beholden to anybody. All right. But all the others are. Every single one that you watch on television, whether it be cable or network, are beholden to a corporation which tells them what to do. And across the board, with the exception of Fox, one exception, and Fox does not like Trump, okay? Every other corporation running the media favors the Democratic Party. Every one. That is a lot of power. The only thing holding Biden up is that. And that's the memo. Okay, so Biden today pardoned turkeys. That's what he did. He pardoned Liberty and Bell from Minnesota. That's what Joe Biden did. He didn't do anything else. Pardon the turkeys. Now, I heard a rumor somebody tried to get a little pardon for Trump in there, but it's a joke. It's a jest. All right, let's get back to serious business. Joe Biden is incredibly selfish. In fact, I've been doing a lot of research on the presidents because we're writing a book about the presidents, DeGard and I, which will be out next September, leading up to the vote. I think Biden's the most selfish president this country's ever had. He knows, and his wife, Jill, who really runs it, they both know he's through. They don't think he'll lose, but they know he can't govern. Can't. Yet they hang in for another 4 years. It's Joe's birthday today, and I'll get into that a little bit later on. And I'm not disrespecting Joe Biden. I'm a guy who deals in facts. He cannot run this country. Can't. So he should just, with dignity, resign. You say, look, I have my 4, and I know I'm going to be, 86 if I get reelected, and I just can't do it. But he won't. But I still hold on my prediction. He's not going to be on ticket. But I could be wrong. But I think Joe Biden is embarrassing the United States now. Not since Woodrow Wilson. I'm not going to explain that now. But the last 2 years of Woodrow Wilson's term, he was sick. He couldn't run the country. His wife, Edith, ran the country. Did you know that? 100% Edith Wilson ran the country. Okay. Now, I predicted Joe Biden would have a terrible autumn. It has been a terrible autumn. Just roll my prediction, please. Fall, it's going to be a really sketchy time for President Biden. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to speculate and do all this stuff, but I know it's not going to be good. The summer has not been good for Joe Biden, and the fall is going to be worse. Now, it's not that I'm so brilliant. It's just that I have the facts at my disposal. And it's going to get worse because of Hunter Biden. Now that, Congress is away for Thanksgiving. They get a whole week off. We only get 3 days out of the week. But they'll be back next. And then the Hunter Biden hearings ramp up again, just in time for Christmas. This is not going to end well. All right, a new poll out NBC News, which of all the networks, all 3 networks, NBC is the most liberal. It's hard to believe. It's a pretty close race, but they're the most. So they come out with a poll. I'm going to give you the poll questions in a moment. But the pollster, Jeff Horowitz, okay, he's a Democratic pollster. Here's what he said, quote, Joe Biden is at a uniquely low point in his presidency. And a significant part of this, especially within the Biden coalition, is due to how Americans are viewing his foreign policy actions. This poll is a stunner. It's stunning because of the impact of the Israel-Hamas war is having on Biden, unquote. All right. It's the NBC poll. It's a fair poll. Democrat 40, Republican 39. First question. In general, do you approve or disapprove of Joe Biden's job performance? Approve 40, disapprove 57. Okay, for a liberal poll, that's bad. Second question. Please tell me if you approve or disapprove President Biden's handling of the war between Israel and Hamas and Gaza. Approve 34%, disapprove 56%. Wow. Next question. Please tell me if you approve or disapprove of Joe Biden's handling of foreign policy in general. Approve 33, disapprove 62, another disastrous number. Final question. If the election for president were held today, would you vote for Trump or Biden? Trump 46, Biden 44. That's a statistical tie. Okay, so all the polls say the same thing. NBC is the closest. What was it? Washington Post, ABC, they had Trump up by 8, I believe. Let me tell you a story about a guy named Leo Grillo. Leo was on a road trip, came across a Doberman. His dog was severely underweight, clearly in trouble. Leo rescued that Doberman and named him Delta. And this inspired Leo to start Delta Rescue, the largest no-kill, care-for-life animal sanctuary in the world. They have rescued thousands of dogs, cats, and horses. Do you know what Leo's mission is? Dedication and everlasting love to the animals. That will be Leo's legacy. Delta Rescue relies solely on contributions from people like you and me. Speak with your estate planner because there are tax-saving estate planning benefits. You can grow your estate while letting your love for animals live well into the future, leaving a legacy for those animals who need it the most. So please visit deltarescue.org today to learn more. Let's go to the mail. Jerry, concierge member. Talk about that in a moment. Manchin is establishment to the core. He will not do anything. And the people of West Virginia saw that clearly. Jerry, another Jerry. This is Jerry R. The first one was Jerry B. Both concierge members. What a coincidence. Manchin understands Trump did well on policy. Why doesn't he understand? Why doesn't everybody understand it? Because I don't want to understand it, Jerry. People believe what they want to believe, period. They don't want to think that Trump did well in policy. Mary, I would vote for Joe Biden regardless of whether he runs as a independent or a Democrat. It's an independent. He can't run as a Democrat. I voted for Trump the last 2 elections, but I'm not forgiving him for losing the Senate seats in Georgia. Okay. Phil Lopresti, Garden City, New York. I disagree with your assessment, O'Reilly, that Trump should run on his achievements instead of the Avenger. Country's different today, doesn't care about what he's done. His supporters and potential supporters only care what he might do. Okay, he's not going to get independent votes running as an Avenger. He needs them to win. That's it. Carrera, excellent assessment in your column. However, I would suggest that Joe Manchin has always been a teaser. That's how he gets attention. It's the only game he's got. Maybe, absolutely could happen. Mary Lou Renkley. I think I got it, Mary Lou. Denton, Texas, north of Dallas. I voted twice for Trump and will not do it again. He is in for revenge and will spend the next 4 years getting even. I don't want that. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of emotion about Donald Trump. Richard Middleman, Pasadena, California. Biden will be 81. I will be 81. I'm tired of hearing that age is a problem. Biden is a fool. Has been for a long time. Even Robert Gates, Obama's Secretary of Defense, has said more than once that Biden was wrong on nearly every major foreign policy issue. It's true. But he's, in addition to being a fool, and in some cases he is, no doubt about it, like the border, he's impaired. All you got to do is put Biden up against me, one-on-one interview. Come on. You'd have to break it up on humanity grounds. Ivy Jean Sky Eagle, Arlington, Texas. Yesterday I went to the grocery store. I bought 2 apples. It cost me $5. I nearly cried. Here you go. Biden's running against the grocery store. Major Charles Prignano. Okay, Colorado Springs, beautiful place, quite possible for someone to be pro-Palestine and anti-Hamas. True. Okay, it's also possibly pro-Jewish and against the state of Israel. I don't believe that. Reed killing the SS. Major. Got to have them. They got to be protected. Jim Knox, Jacksonville, North Carolina. Did I hear the director of the East Summit say China has agreed to help us with our fentanyl problem? Yeah, it is our fentanyl problem. We got millions of Americans buying hard narcotics. That's our problem. Dave Bloodgood, Cabo Beach, California. Any thoughts on bundling the Killing Book collection and premium membership? I'd like to provide both my daughters and their husbands for Christmas. I'll do it anyway, but I wanted to ask the question. Look, every way I try to get this as low price as I can, 13 Killing Books in bundle, and we have succeeded in doing that. All right, and then you get the free live performance that I did a few weeks ago. But concierge membership is a different bird, okay? So you're very generous, by the way, to want to give your children the full Killing Book series. It's a great, great gift, but I can't link it into concierge or premium membership, because if you get to be a concierge or premium member, if you buy their membership, you get any book of mine free. Any book that I've ever written that we have access to. There's a couple out of print. But I appreciate it, Dave. And again, you're a generous guy. Elizabeth Richards, Carthage, Missouri. After reading Killing the Witches, I wrote out 20 questions for a game on Thanksgiving. I used the information at the beginning of the book on the pilgrims and their plight in the New World. I'm going to do the same thing on Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, how many people know about the Mayflower? Everybody thinks it's the Love Boat. It's exciting and no. 100 people below deck, 5-foot ceiling, 66 days. A guy sneaks out and he's in the North Atlantic in about 2 seconds. It was harrowing. So that ought to be cheery during Thanksgiving dinner. Killing the Witch is still going strong. You haven't read it, please do. BillO'Reilly.com store has it. Become a Premier Consummate member. As I said, you get it free. And we got all the bundles, you got all the books, you got the Christmas ornaments, got the mugs, everything. Get in there early. Sign books. I'm signing my butt off. Get in, order early, get all this stuff. We're going to run out of it. BillO'Reilly.com store. Word, brand new word. There don't be a caper lash. Caper lash. What a great word. CAPERLASH. All right, back with the final thought in a moment. Mike Lindell, always looking for ways to solve everyday problems. Have you ever picked up a towel set because it felt really soft in the store, but when you go to use it, it's not very absorbent and doesn't even dry you? That's why MyPillow has developed the MyPillow towels. The 6-piece sets are 100% cotton. It's a combined ring spun cotton that makes the towels softer and more absorbent than ever. These are towels that actually dry you. Right now, receive a 6-piece set for only $29.98 with promo code BILL. To receive this amazing offer, $29.98 on the 6-piece set of MyPillow towels, go to MyPillow.com, click on Radio Podcast Specials, enter promo code BILL. Or you can call 1-800-869-0298. That's MyPillow.com, promo code BILL. All right, here is the final thought of the day. As you know, concierge members can write me directly with their problems or questions or whatever you want, observations. Separate email, private, 100%. I'm getting a lot of mail from parents whose children are in trouble, adult children, not urchins. And it's heartbreaking. So you can have 3, 4 kids, and most of them turn out great, and one doesn't. It's not your fault. But it's so painful. So say your kid is a drug addict, or a sadist, or whatever. Parents suffer tremendously. That's why I tell everybody, you use drugs, you're hurting your family, hurting everybody. So it's not your fault. But I get, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I mean, general advice to the concierge members, and I take everyone specifically. I do give specific advice to people whose kids are in trouble. Kindness. No matter how frustrating, no matter how disappointing their conduct is, be as kind as you can be. Do not enable it. Do not give drug addicts or alcoholics money. Do not do it. I walk by beggars, I never give a nickel, because I know that nickel's going to be purchase narcotics or purchase booze. I'm not enabling that. I'm not. There are enough facilities around here that feed people. All you got to do is show up. Okay? Kindness. And always, we will help you rehab. We'll help you no matter how much you've done in the past. We're going to wipe the slate clean and help you, but you got to want to do it. So you leave the door open. And down the road, some of them walk through that door, but some of them don't. And it's not your fault. That's the final thought. Thank you for watching and listening to the No Spin News. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.